Hey there, Anna with Travel Tuna, and we are here doing the back-to-back, our second time on Virgin Voyages, and I'm going to give you a room tour of 12034Z Zulu. Let's get going. Hey there, Anna with Travel Tuna, and we are here to give you a back-to-back scoop on the Virgin Voyages, and we are in 12034Z, so I'm going to give you a room tour of that, and stick to the end to hear all of our back-to-back tips and tricks and how it works on Virgin. Let's get going. Now, what you're going to find out when you sail on Virgin, you actually have these fun little medallions. So you're going to put this right up here to your room, and it's going to go green, and then you'll be unlocked. And voila! What's really nice about this room is it is so modern and chic. There is a minimalist vibe to the entire ship, though, and I'll also give you some pros cons at the ends too when we talk about back-to-back. As you can see, Julio was a wonderful steward. We were just a few doors down from our other room, and these people had left early, so he already had our room cleaned and ready to go, and we just had to move our stuff over this morning at about 8:30. So that was great. Let me give you a tour of here. So this is your closet. Like I said, we got a minimalist thing. There are your safety vests, your safe. You do get a hair dryer. These are the drawers. Got a couple skinny drawers, a couple big drawers. Then you have some space down there. You have quite a few mirrors. There's a full-length mirror there. This is your closet. I did request a robe, and Julio was awesome in getting me a robe. These are your buttons here. This is saying do not disturb, and this is where you need to ask for cleaning. And then down here you do have some baskets that you can fill up if you'd like. Here is your thermostat. What's also cool, and we'll get there in a second, I'm going to show you the bathroom, is that you control everything by a tablet. This is the bathroom. You've got some hooks right there. There are your hand towels and makeup towels. There's not many shelves or anything for storage here. So Rick had most of that shelf down there, and I had things sitting on the counter, which I don't particularly like that. I like things to be clean and put away. This is a quite small bathroom. The shower was nice. You actually have two different shower heads in there. You have a wand and a rain shower, which is very nice. They do give you body wash, hair conditioner, and shampoo. You'd also have a clothesline. There was no nightlight, so I brought my travel nightlight, which I can set a link to that for you, and I'll show you what that looks like. And that's the bathroom. Out here you do have a couple oh nope, that's the wall. So this room is backwards. So they have another mirror here. On our last room there were a couple hooks here, so that threw me back. They actually put the hooks right there. So they've got the hooks there. The setup is a little different because there's no couch, as you can see, and they've got this really funky, when I get over there, I don't know, a drawer, I don't know what it is. We'll have to ask them about that. But this is nice. I think at one point they had a concept that this was going to be a couch. You could have this be a couch during the daytime. We still don't know how to do that. They do have plugs and USB ports and light switch controls there. You have reading lights above. Rick and I both like blankets. We do need to do our little safety video, so that's why it's saying ahoy, Anna and Richard. They do recycle, so your trash can has trash and recycling, which is nice. There's a little stool, and then you do have a chair. This is what I'm saying is odd. It's like the biggest nightstand ever. I don't know, trundle bed. I don't know. It's odd. We've got the USB. Oh, someone left their little dongle. That's not good. We'll have to get that to Julio. Do have a couple shelves here. This is the refrigerator where I have some leftovers. I've got a little Camus there. I'm gonna have at the wake. We've got some dairy-free half and half, and I've got some bubbling, sparkling rosé still left over. So let's go over some things here. What's really nice is they do offer you sparkling water daily, and then this is regular water. Julio knows we like water, so he's got us 2 regular ones, and these are silly. They have an octopus theme going on. That's what Scarlet Night and everything is about. So you can buy this little octopi here for $12, or you can have this little sextant, which is also a wine bottle opener, for $25. Look at that. I don't know if you need one of those, but there you go. Everybody needs an octopus. This is your remote. We're going to go over that here in a second. Also, I had asked Julio for a couple wine glasses and champagne glasses for my wine and sparkling water. This was really nice. During Christmas, they offer you this sweet little card and a Christmas ornament. See? Isn't that nice? Happy holidays and the future voyage sails. Julio has also gotten us some ice. Ice is there. And this is the fun Christmas ornament. This one is actually free or included or gratis, however you want to say it. So that's nice. Now we've got our safety first video. This is the tablet I was telling you about. So we're going to go ahead and play that. Oh, here we go. A little crazy.
Hi, didn't see you come in. Welcome aboard Virgin Voyages. Now, I've got some important safety information that I must tell you before cruise.
Fun.
Hi, everybody.
Now it gets a little crazy. All right. We're going to continue on. We're going to let that play. It's a good idea to watch it. Safety first. What's also cool about this tablet, and we'll come back to it after that plays, is you can control the lights. They have different options. You can open and close the curtain. You can also close the curtain right here. Look at this. Very fun. We're going to open that. We're going to go outside. Now, one thing that is very important is they have the air controls to where if you have this not all the way secured, your air conditioning is not going to work. So definitely want to make sure. And you cannot do any smoking of any type on the balcony. What's cool is they do have a couple chairs and a table. And then this is the hammock. I love the hammock. I actually have really liked the hammock. So here you go. Sail the Virgin way. Right. Come back in here. It's quite a long safety video. We're gonna pause this. I'm gonna go back. You'll see here, we're gonna go to the lights. We have the ceiling lights here. You can put those at 100%, so that brightens things up. You can take off the ambient light, which is over there. Now see how that comes on? You've also got the desk lamp here, or you've got a button on top, which is nice. You can also control the temperature. Okay, now that we have finished the safety video, we can play with the tablet some more. You do have the entertainment here. They've got quite a few movies that you can watch. You can pause them and come back to them, which is nice. They also have, well, services. Normally you can order room service. There is a $10 charge when you order room service, though. Keep that in mind. We're going to go back to the room controls. When you have the room controls area, you're going to swipe up, and then there is different mood lighting here. So if you push, let's get it on, the mood lighting changes, and the music comes on. All right, so let's change that to photo shoot. Now it changes to green and bright. Then the curtains close. We've got a little blue theme going on. Here we have Pumped Up. Now the curtains are opening again. It looks like we got a little purple. Let's see what else we got. Hangover. Hangover. There goes those curtains closing. It's fun to play with. And we've got some purple light. And we're back to let's get it on. Where we go to pink. And the music comes on again. How fun. So now you can see the fun things in this room, and we are going to talk about our back-to-back process that we went through. Stick with us. The back-to-back process. Go.
We purposely did this. We wanted to change rooms. And
Yes.
we wanted to do this primarily from video content, so you could see the different types of layouts.
Yes.
It's not that radically different, but we chose to stay in the same vicinity as our previous cabin. Any hassle in terms of moving rooms, in terms of packing up, that's on us. That wasn't a hassle at all because we chose to do that. At the same time, it is a hassle, so if you cannot change rooms, that's the best thing to do. Now, by changing rooms, we only went down like 3 or 4 doors down.
3 or 4 doors on the same floor. And we have the same room steward.
Same room steward,
so-
great guy.
Yes.
Who
Very helpful. He actually knocked on the door at about 8:30, and he's like, you know what? The other people, they left really early, so your room is already cleaned and ready to go, so all you have to do is wheel your suitcase down to the other room.
One of the things
Awesome.
that I got spoiled by was I didn't have to pack the night before. I actually packed in the morning. By doing this back to back, where everybody is pushing their suitcases out in the hallway the evening before, we actually didn't pack until the morning of.
Because Virgin also, they don't rush you off the ship. You don't have to be off the ship until 10:30 if you don't want to. You can have a relaxing morning, you can wake up, you can pack the bags. Most cruise ships want you out of the room by 8 a.m. so that they can turn it over. You don't have to get out until 10:30 if you don't want to. But then it's also a late start.
So, like I said, we just wheeled our suitcases down the hall a couple places and it was just very smooth. We pushed everything over, we had everything in place, and so all we had to do is the bare minimum of what we needed for the next several hours when we did the changeover.
The changeovers. So
Yeah.
with that being said, after we moved our things to the room, we then went and grabbed some breakfast and chilled out until about 10:45. So doing the back-to-back process, they have to wait until everyone is off the ship. Okay, so they had us meet in the SIP lounge, and there was probably about, I don't know, 20 or so people, not that many. And I've heard, because other back-to-backs I've done, that's the average. The most I've actually been on, I was on one where there were almost 100 cruisers that were back-to-back. That was amazing.
There were a couple people to greet us to say, okay,
Right.
are you on back-to-back? They checked us in and they wanted to make sure everybody was present before they brought everybody through. So-
Right. Then we were a little delayed because there were 4 people that had not gotten off the ship and they didn't know where they were at. They made the announcement. They're like, we're waiting here because there's still 4 people that need to get off the ship.
Yeah.
So that was a little funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
frustrating too. Because
Right.
again, we're sitting in the SIP lounge and we're waiting for the process to start.
Right.
We can't start until everybody gets off the ship. So
Exactly.
That was again not on Virgin. It was just somebody slept through their
Right.
alarm apparently.
The other thing, though, that was different about this one is we were in the SIP lounge, but nothing was offered. I've been on other back-to-backs where they do offer you some coffee, some beverages, maybe some pastries, but also those are a little bit earlier.
I see.
There was nothing offered. But I would say we probably got off the ship to start the process of going through customs and the facial identification. You do have to have your passport with you, even
Yes.
though in Miami they don't really look at your passport.
It's just a backup.
They did actually. We went through the facial identification, then we had to get rechecked in, and they did look at our passport there.
Yeah.
Yes, they
the
did.
Virgin crew member.
The Virgin crew member looked
actually
at it to
logged us
verify the
back
identity.
in.
Yes.
They didn't have to take pictures of it, but they were able to just verify that yes, we say
Right.
who we say we are, and it matches the picture.
And then they reset our wristband to be for the next cruise.
Yeah, these little fobs that we get. This is
Yes.
how we get into our bedroom.
Yep,
So-
and that's how you pay for things and such.
Right.
You don't have a card, so that's nice. And once we did go through facial recognition, got checked in by the Virgin crew, and then we had to wait again, and we had to wait quite a while. And again, there was another delay because now a medical emergency happened. Not sure what happened.
Yeah, I didn't hear the medical emergency
didn't either.
part, but I will say I was frustrated because it did take
It
much
took
longer
a couple
than expected.
hours.
It was a disappointment in that part. But what I did like about it is we took the moment because they actually have some photo opportunity.
Had the naughty
areas.
and nice photo.
Yeah, so because there's no stress of other people around, we were taking some pictures, some selfies, and of the different props that are in the waiting room area. And the waiting room is very nice, and it has electrical outlets.
Yes, they
so
had
you can
plugs.
charge.
You can plug your items in if
Yeah,
you need
so
to.
if you needed to, you could plug in, and I was actually doing some business, so it was just easy to do business. I went away in the corner and did some phone calls, and it was nice. It was my first back-to-back, so I didn't know what to expect. I wasn't expecting danishes or coffee. I was just expecting to get back on that ship as soon as possible.
Which took a while. It was actually 2 crew members that they had to pull off the ship for the medical emergency, and they said customs would not clear the ship until that was done. It did take a couple hours. Most of the time it does not take a couple hours. It usually takes about 30 minutes. We just had to be patient. Once that was done, we got back on the ship. We went for pizza.
And behind the scenes, what was interesting is, of course, they gave us, the back-to-backers, privilege to get on the boat first. What was also happening, the people that were also getting on was the musicians. All of the
That was interesting.
artists were on, and they were there waiting to get on just like we were waiting to get on. So I got a chance to see them, and
They were playing the guitar
yeah,
while
some
they
of
were
them
waiting.
were exactly in the waiting room. And I didn't know they were the artists until they started to play throughout the course of the cruise. And it was just like, oh, I remember them, of course.
Exactly.
So it was cool to see the crew behind us right after we got
Exactly.
on the boat. So
Exactly.
ship. Anyway, good times.
All right. If you have liked this content, make sure to give us a big thumbs up. And also, if you'd like to hear more of our shenanigans and stories, please go ahead and smash that subscribe button. And we would love to hear from you in the comments.
Thanks again for joining with us. And anyway, you guys, can we time this better?
Travel Tuna!